Alright, well, we come back inshore and we're going to pull up over here on the rocks at St. Andrew State Park. See if we can find something over here that'll bite. Got a limit of flounder, so I can't complain. I love flounder. We'll put the trolling motor down and get us locked on a spot. It's definitely gotten rougher offshore than what it was when we first went off or went out. The sun hadn't burned through the clouds yet. It was 64 when I put in this morning. It was 64 when I got to the bait shop an hour later. Stopped at 98 Pier and got those bull minnows. So when I got the bull minnows, it was still 64 degrees at Pier 98, and I don't think it's gotten any warmer. Water temperature's not bad. The water temperature's about 66 degrees. So at least it's halfway decent. What I'm going to do is get up here on this, the old riprap that's underneath the water. See if we can find a spot that looks like it's got some fish hanging out on it. See if we can catch some. This is the same area that last week I caught some grouper. They weren't keepers, but I caught some grouper and caught the big shark. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the majority of that fight on camera because I was on the nose of the boat for the majority of it. Did not land the shark. I got him up to the boat and he broke the hook off, which was perfectly fine. I did not want to put him in the boat. So we have an incoming tide. It's coming in pretty good. We had a negative low tide last night. It looked like at the boat ramp, nearly a foot lower than normal. So I'm assuming that we had a negative low tide. I don't really look at tide charts all that much because up here our normal tide change for most of the year is fairly insignificant, foot and a half. So a negative low tide for us, we could be, 2 feet. Not a lot of tide change here. So if I look at the tide chart, all I'm looking to see is it an incoming tide or an outgoing tide, so I know how I'm going to set up, especially when I'm fishing inshore. A lot of the places that I fish are in the flow of the current. Some of them are not. So typically here the wind is going to dictate which direction your boat's going to sit, regardless of what the tide's doing. And then we'll go back to my 65-pound rod. There are some fish showing up on the depth finder. I can see them just right on the bottom, right above the bottom. They don't seem to want this big menhaden though. So that one's back there soaking. I'm going to throw, this is a Cadence 4000 stout. It's got 20-pound braid on it, 30-pound leader on it, 5/0 hook, 3/4 ounce weight, standard rig for me. I'm going to use these little bull minnows. See if we can catch whatever's down there. Keep an eye on that big rod. Hopefully we'll get a grouper to bite. There are some big fish here. They look like snapper. I'm going to see if I can catch the fish that are coming up and eating the chum. by fishing without a weight. I just got a hook on there. Yeah, they're red snapper. Decent ones. But they're out of season right now, so you get to go back. And it looks like the only thing here right now are red snapper. Since they're not in season, I don't want to catch them. I like to catch them, but I can't keep them, so let's see if we can find something we can keep. I like to watch those big cotton pickers come up and eat the bait with no hook in it. Alright, well, we just pulled up on the pipeline. There wasn't anything but snapper over there in St. Andrews where I was just fishing. So we're going to try here for a few minutes and then we're going to call it a day. We'd really like to catch a grouper, keeper grouper, but grouper. So we'll see what we can do. A little red snapper. A little small red snapper. A little gag grouper. That's the right species. Just the wrong size. They're very, very pretty fish. And I suspect it's a small grouper, but until I catch it, I don't know for sure. I've gone to my 30-pound rod. My cadence 5,000. A big bull minnow. We'll see if he'll bite that. Got him that time. You can see it fighting like a snapper, bro. Yep. Yeah, that's the red snapper I just caught. That's a good 21 inch fish. But they're not in season right now. And a little red snapper. Not what I'm wanting to catch. What's this fighting? Little red snapper. Well, as much fun as I'm having, it's about time for me to call it a day. It's getting close to 3 o'clock. It's dark fairly early here in the wintertime. I've got 5 flounder that I need to clean, and we're going to have fish tacos for dinner with flounder, which is a very good thing. I appreciate you joining me. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to leave a comment, feel free to leave a comment. If you want to subscribe and get notified, hit the subscribe and the bell, all that kind of stuff. But I appreciate y'all being with me, and we'll see you tomorrow.